Hello everyone, I am the Flesh 3004. Welcome back to Osiris New Dawn. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So on June 24th of 2021, they came out with a Fires of Industry update, and I'm wanting to go over some of the things that they included in this update with you. Xur has been added back into the game. You can now go to planet Xur. Of course, you have to have a spaceship and all that, and we don't have that. We're not even anywhere close. All the creatures on Xur have been completely upgraded as well, using our latest AI systems to bring these creatures to life. There is a deep terrain drill that you can drill for ores and stuff. The cornerstone of what we're calling internally as mid-game progression is the new deep terrain drill. This drill extracts resources out of the ground for you, generating impressive automation mechanics while giving you the choice of either preserving the drill or exploring further with other tasks. It will cause a disturbance and the creatures will come over to investigate. So if you build one of those, just be aware that different things will happen and you may end up wishing you would not have built it, but you're going to get a lot of resources in return. The space station will now travel between planets, and there's also a docking mechanism to have your spaceship connected to the space station, so you can do that, and then you can take your space station around with you when you travel and go to other planets. You can put it in high orbit, or low orbit I guess it is, above the planets, and then you can go take your spaceship and go down to the planet and do some exploring there. So the space station actually does have a purpose now, and you can take your spaceship everywhere you go with it, and I think that's actually pretty amazing. And they also have a species system. So with the species systems comes a chance for these guys to spray out a fluid that will hurt you, and there's multiple levels and classes of these. So you have the big ones, and then there are little fast ones, and there are a whole bunch of different ones of each kind. So you have the crab monsters, the big ones. You have the little ones that are really fast. Those skeliopods, I have some big ones and little ones. There's also, I've seen fire snubs and then little fire snubs, and there's all kinds of new creatures in the game, and I find that really fascinating. So the game is definitely changing and evolving and becoming much more than what it used to be. As you know, there are caves here on Aziel, and there are also caves, well, there are caves on here. There's also caves on Aziel, Lutari, and Xur. So now you can actually go spelunkering in those caves and try to figure out if there's ores in there and whatnot and get some new stuff out. And that sounds really darn fascinating. I'm really anxious to try that once we get that far, of course, but that might be a little while down the road. There are new plants to find out, and there are new things you can do with them, and I want to go over that. And more importantly, the resources have been redone with new ways of looking. So the resources will look different depending on what you're doing with them, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I want to go over that with you too. And there's also a buggy with a new vehicle upgrade system, so you can upgrade the buggy, add more things to it, and do all kinds of things with that. I've seen the buggy in action on some of the videos, and it looks pretty amazing. But I want to go over the resources as soon as we can get into this, and I'll show you what I mean by different resources. It also looks like the multiplayer has been tweaked and made better, and they're still making more changes to the multiplayer. This is only the first update. There was one that came out, I do believe, on July 2nd. The other update came out, so it was just pretty much the day I am recording this, and 2021, of course, and there's another update just like a week later or so, and I think that's pretty amazing. So I've had two stable branch, both these on stable branch updates that have come out, and I think that's awesome. Okay, so while we're getting into things, I wanted to show you something that I found out. I was playing on my other computer, and I found this to be pretty darn interesting. So as you know, if you take your chisel to this, you're just going to get those plant fibers that we have a whole bunch of. But if you use your knife on this, you will actually get conifer. And to me, that's pretty darn amazing. I do like that. So, this doesn't look quite the same as it did. It looks a little different. This is the nickel. It doesn't look as quite as ordinary as a lot of the other stuff did. We're going to go around. We're going to look at some of the other ores, and I also did find some other things. And let me see if I can find the cave that I went into, or the mine, where I found the other thing that I wanted to show you. I just need to get over to where I'm going, and I will find that cave. It isn't really too far away. When they changed all of this terrain, I was sure that a lot of other things have been changed, but upon doing some playing on here, I have noticed that, you know, the Blood Forest still has that mine over there. And if we go over to where those arches are, which is over, pretty much over by those spines somewhere, there's going to be other stuff over there. Now, if we come over here to these azaleas, we get all kinds of branches, but if you use your knife once again, then you will, okay, you get plant fiber, so you don't get azaleas, but you do get plant fiber. And that's pretty awesome. Now from here, you're going to get the urchin shells. So you won't get plant fibers from there if you use your knife thing. Now this is aluminum. It doesn't really look too different, but there are a lot of other things that do look quite different. As soon as I can find my way around to where I need to go, I will show you what those things are. I just got to find where the other mine is. Let me get something to eat here real quick. We do have lots of food on us, so we don't need to worry about that as much. Let's go and get that done, and we'll drink a little bit of water. We're getting a little low on water, but we can always go to these chests around and find that. The aluminum looks a little bit different, and a lot of the other ores have had a massive change done to them. I do know that over behind me there's going to be a massive amount of change to that sulfur, but I do want to find, if I can, where that other mine is, because there's some interesting things there that you probably do need to see. Let me go looking around. I will come back. Let me see, how much weight do I actually have? I am pretty darn full. I'm overweight. And I'm going to have to just kind of figure out what I'm going to do. Let's just go ahead and drop that. What is that? Quartz. Here's some quartz. That looks completely different. And I didn't have that when I was playing on my other computer. This is one of the changes. This is tungsten. You can see it looks quite a bit different. The gold and copper looks different, but you can see I do have gold now. And I also found, where did it go? Is that it? There's some tin. So I did find some nodes of that, and if you take where those trees are right over there, those rubber trees, the fungal forest, and go that way, then you'll run into some tin, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that too. Now, of course, I am way overweight, so we're not going to be able to do a lot, but I do want to show you a few things. This is those palm trees, and if you use your knife, then you will get the blue palms. Now, if you just, of course, use this, all you're going to do is get those alien fibers, and we really don't care about that. So let's just go ahead and see about dropping those. I don't know if we can still make bandages with those or not, but I do know we can eat these, and these are going to do good for health and a little bit of water. Not much, but just a little bit. This is going to be rock outcropping. That has not changed at all. One of the things that I noticed is that the mine is quite a bit different, and there's newer creatures in there. Now, right over here, these did not look the same as last time, if you remember. This is where zinc is. Now it has a blue color to it, and it just looks completely different. I do like the shape of that. It didn't have that color, and it didn't have that look of the ores, and to me that's just pretty darn fascinating. So remember to get your cactoid stuff, the urchin shells, when you use your knife, and if you want plant fibers, then just use your chisel and you will get that. And I believe we can also make a chisel if we really want to, a regular chisel, but we got to see about doing that. First off, we gotta make one, and I think I know where we can make one. I just wasn't paying attention when I was doing stuff. Let me find what it is I need to find, and we'll take a look at the mine. I don't know if I'm going to go into it, but we'll definitely take a look at it and see what there is. As I'm heading over here, you may recognize this place. This is where we found those puddles of the water that's in there, and you can see that that looks down there a little bit different, mainly because they did some massive changes with the looks of the ores. It's just the artistic impression. They look completely different, but this is the new tungsten. As you can see, it looks a lot different than it used to, and this is the chromium. That looks much different than it used to, because it kind of had more of an aluminum-y look to it. Now it doesn't, and it's quite a bit different looking. I find that to be quite fascinating, and now you can kind of tell the ores apart. So you can get blue blades from these now, and wherever it is that the... Oh, there's some of those things that we got last time. The sword leaves, I don't remember where we got that from. This should be the tungsten still, I'm thinking. So let's go see sword leaves. And last time I wasn't even paying attention to what things were. I should have realized, but I didn't. I think this is that where we can get those... Whoops. These things right here. These fiber tree things. I think we get those from this. If I remember right, you have to use this to get those. Okay, gem leaf palm. Gem leaf fruit. This is a new thing that I did not find last time. So let's go see what we get out of these guys. We get -2 health, but 7 food and 12 water. So these guys are going to be really good for water, whereas these guys are the same as these. So maybe they just changed the looks of them, and that's still pretty fascinating. I really don't mind that. Oh, they also changed one thing in this last update on July 2nd. So I have talked about it before, and I was hoping that it was going to happen, and it did. On the spaceship now, remember we had to get in the front the last time? Now they have this ramp that you can go up in the back, and you're actually getting your own spaceship with this ramp that you go in. So I find that really, really, really awesome. I am very, very happy with that. That is one of the things I was hoping they would do, and apparently they did, and they heard people, and they made those changes. Okay, I believe we're going to be over by where the other mine is. I just have to make sure. These are the arches where we originally crashed, and as you know, last time we came over here, and our ship was still down over there, and we didn't take it all apart. I don't know if there's still going to be a skeleton of the ship there, but there may very well be. Not that it matters right now. So we've already got all those parts off. Maybe it did disappear after being harvested and all that. So this is where the arches are, and yep, there it is. So if you remember, there's this broken satellite dish because it doesn't have the solid pieces in it right there where my cursor is. And there is this mine right here, and this is where I found the tin. It was in a chest, and it was in this mine. Now I don't remember. Okay, this is beta mine. This probably said mine 1 or whatever it was. Now they've changed it back to beta mine and alpha mine and all of that kind of stuff. So I find that very fascinating also. So just remember to look for this broken satellite dish, and you'll be able to find the other mine. It's over by the arches, which is close to the spaceship. So things really have not changed. Oh, that was a bad glitch. As far as that kind of stuff goes, and I do think that's pretty awesome. So I just found a new critter. This is the larva snubs. And there's all kinds of different levels of these guys, and to me that's just pretty doggone awesome. Let's get some more alien tissue. This is molybdenum, and as you remember, it didn't look quite this way the last time, so I think that's actually pretty interesting. And it's also quite a bit harder than it used to be because we got that with our chisel the last time. They have changed quite a few things, and well, that's just pretty interesting. Come on. Come on. Come dance. Sweet. Got him. Let's go and get some more food. That's another larva one. We're getting close to where I want to be going. Let's just see if we can sneak past these guys now. Shut off our lights so we don't attract too much attention. I think that's the Fibon tree or Fibbon tree or whatever it is right over there. The Christmassy looking tree that I mentioned the last time. Hopefully we'll be able to find the place, because I just want to show you how things look completely different. And I also found an element that we are needing really, really badly. I don't know what that one is sticking up over there, but let's do it first because we've already discovered that tree earlier. This may be the one that gives us that bulbous fruit that looks like a pineapple. So let's go see if we can find out what this is. I don't remember for sure. Yellow petal palmetto. Okay. We've already found those before. That's good. I do believe that... Oh, and they also redid the system for finding ores. So you can just click through here and it will radar tune for high density, medium density, low density, and it will have a scanner. You can see that thing twisting up at the top. It is actually doing a real literal scanning for things, trying to find different ores and stuff, and I think that's pretty doggone. Ooh, hey, look, amazing. There's a satellite up there. Let's go get that satellite. Can always use more stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to get up there okay. We'll just have to find out if we can. Can always use some more resources. Let me just make sure I am not carrying too much. Well, I'm always carrying too much, but you know what I mean. We can just go and drop those rocks now. We can get those pretty much anywhere. We do have another chisel, and I can show you how to repair those since I figured that out as well. And I'm probably just gonna see about some of this other stuff. We probably don't need the copper because we can get that. It's not that big of a deal. Here's that tin. And let's go and see if we can get this guy torn down real quick, and then hopefully we'll be on our way to another area. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Let's get out our tool for taking this stuff apart, and let's start getting this guy done. Come on, you can find it. Where is it at? Okay, I guess we have to look at the ground to do it this time, huh? Alright, let's see what we got from here. Broken wire. Just turn that off. It's really super bright right now. There we go. Let's see what we get from this piece. Okay, hopefully be something good. Got propellant tank. We're gonna be getting low on room here again because we only have like 2 slots left. We can probably get these urchin shells anywhere. I'm not really too worried about those. Those are easy to come by. And let's see what this piece may hold. Okay. Scrap hinge, we have quite a few of those, and see what's here. Alright, let's see what this one may be. Broken hose, and we are definitely getting super low on room. We have 1 slot left. Let's see what we get from these panels. Another scrap hinge, huh? How do you like that? And what is that? Oh, that's the urchin shells, okay. Let's see what this panel may give us. Hopefully he'll be something good. Okay, more propellant tanks. Well, these guys are hard to hit, man. Seems like it's almost easier in first person with them. Going to get a little bit more meat. We can always use that, even though I do know we have a lot. Okay, this is... Shoot, that was didn't. This is what happens when things start disappearing. They will blink and then they're gone. We have one more piece to try to get. Hopefully we can do this. There we go. Probably gonna have to climb up there and just see if we can do it that way. Of course it's not gonna cooperate, man. We just gotta do this the hard way. Why do we have to do this the hard way? Because that's the way the game is played, right? There we go. Okay, 2 broken barrels. We are now, I do believe, completely full again. We really don't have a lot that we can drop that we don't need for right now. I guess we could always drop these plant fibers because we can get those pretty much anywhere. We do have a ton of them. Titanium. Okay, we're getting close. The area I am looking for is that ice area, or look like ice area, and that's what I wanted to show you. Is there something really good over there? I'm just unsure about where it is since things have changed as far as... I've only been over there once, so I don't remember exactly where that is, and I'm just going to have to wander around till I can find it again. So right here is what the new lithium looks like, and we've been over here the last time. Now it just isn't like a totally bluish glowing rock, and now it has just little pieces of it glowing. I think that's really cool. They have changed so much here. I just think that's really awesome. Let me know what you think about some of these changes, because I'm really interested in your thoughts too. This is such an interesting thing of what they've done here. And then we're going to go back and I want to show you how to repair some things, because I didn't realize that's how you did things. If you already know, that's fine. You can just go ahead and, you know, just ignore that part. But maybe others don't know, and I'd like to show them so if they're having problems, they know how to fix it. Because sometimes we just kind of miss things. We're not paying attention or whatever, and it does happen. As soon as I can find that other place, look up on the map. See all those dots? That's all that lithium and stuff. And I'm not too sure what that glowing rock there is. It looked like it was glowing. Guess it was just the sunlight off of it. And I didn't really see what these were. It's probably rock outcroppings, but I could be wrong. Okay, that's more aluminum. So we know there's lots of aluminum around, all we got to do is be able to find it again. It looks like the sun is glinting off of it, and that looks pretty awesome. When I was playing out there, like I said, we went up to a state, next state up where I grew up at, and we were attending a memorial for one of my uncles. Hey, Cobalt, look at that. That's completely different than what it was. And I took my other computer, like I said, and I just happened to use a sword on things. I thought I'd get plant fiber, and that's when I noticed that I got different things from like the palm leaves and the cactoid and all that stuff. I was very, very fascinated. And I was like, I wanted to show you that, because if you didn't know, then you probably wouldn't try, and you'd be like, well, I just got to use this or that to get things, and, you know, that's probably what we all would have done. The aluminum does look a little different. I do notice that. It isn't maybe a lot different, but it's enough different that I think it does warrant a look at. So it was a lot of fun. We got to visit family and do some things, and it was just an interesting time up at the memorial. Alright, I think we're starting to get close to that place, but I could be wrong. I just don't remember where that place is. If I don't find it shortly, I'll head back, and we'll just go and do what I wanted to do in the first place, because I think it's important that we do what I was going to do originally, and there are some very interesting things that I think you may want to know about. I don't know if I'm even going in the right direction, since we don't really have a quote map. We just have a radar thing, and Hopefully I am going in the right way, and again, like I said, if I'm not, then that's no big deal. We'll just turn around and head back to our hut. Okay, I do remember this Hades hive. It's pretty bad, gnarly place out here. There's some different things out here, a lot of rock, but I think there's also some ores around. I just don't remember if there is for sure. I just hope we can find that good stuff, and there is a mineral that we need. We only have 1 or 2 pieces of right now because I found it in a chest. In that, I found it mining rocks, and so with the rock outcroppings, you will occasionally find other ores. So do keep a lookout for that. I found a gold in there, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Looks like we're headed back towards the hut. So that means they're probably going the wrong way, but that's okay. They've been making so many changes, it is pretty amazing. Well, since we're headed back anyway to the hut, I guess we'll just head back home, and I will see you when we get back over there, and we'll worry about what it was that I was looking for later. I'll go and tell you. Where I was at that ice place, they redid it. It looks quite a bit different. It's brighter, and that ice just looks way brighter, and there is gold around there, a lot of gold, and I thought that was pretty awesome. And around some of these places too, where this is somewhere near here, there is tin, and that's what we really need quite a bit, maybe not a lot of, but quite a bit of, to be able to further our projects if we're actually going to get anything done here.
Vital stabilized.
So let me get back home, and we'll work on making our next thing, upgrading some equipment, and seeing if we can further ourselves along, hopefully somewhat quickly. Well, I did happen across what I was looking for, as you can see right there, gold, and it's only a hardness of 2.5. So what that means is we can actually get that with this. Let's get quite a bit of gold, because we're going to be needing it for different things. And since we do know there is some around here, this is the worm graveyard, and if you don't know where it is, it's about minus 1.6 latitude by 0.3 longitude. I don't know if there's a lot of it around here, but it looks like there's a fair amount. And I think there's quite a bit of titanium around here as well. I remembered the titanium, I just didn't know about the gold. So that's what I was going around the ice area for. But if there is gold here too, then that makes it even easier. So this is not very far away from us. Still far enough away, but not as far away as it could be. So we're still, well, 900 meters away. That's not really too bad, because we found something away over there, I do believe. Now, I'm not noticing any carbon around here like they used to have, but maybe I just haven't found the right areas to find the carbon at, or the carbon is just still too hard for us to get. Not sure which. Can't imagine seeing a creature this ginormous. That would be very, very scary. It would be freakily, amazingly scary, and a bunch of other things too. Ah, there we go. There's one of the new ones. This is one of the little fast critters right here. This is one of the newest little crab monsters. And he spits stuff, as you can see.
Suit breached.
Just take a quick look around. Oops. Let's make sure that we get ourselves repaired here real quick, like. So, this is a hatchling crab monster. Okay, I probably just want to get hide this time. Can't get either, actually. Hopefully I'll be able to get something decent out of here. I just don't know what. I'll go and, I don't need the crab meat. I don't really need the hide either, but I'm going to go and take the hide. Okay, so we do have plenty of hide from this guy. I just don't know where all the rest of the parts to be slicing up are. But I don't think I'm going to get too overly excited about it either because we do have quite a bit. So that's one of the new creatures. It's a very small crab, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. And again, the scaliopods and the snubs and all these other ones have the same things with them. What is this? Okay, titanium. So I think they took the carbon and put that somewhere else. I just don't know where. We'll be home soon, and then I will show you the upgrade process, and we're also going to try to build some other things. And speaking of other things, around the different places of the map, you will now find a buggy that you can repair, and so you can begin the repairs. So I don't know what we need to repair it, but you can see there are different things that we need to do to get this buggy repaired, and maybe we can actually have something to drive, and maybe we'll work on that at some point in time. Hopefully we'll see those red lines here sometime, and then we can go, hey, I know how we can fix that. That would kind of be nice. And somewhere around here
Warning.
again. So we do have 28 gold. That's going to help us out quite a bit. And we've had one severe dust storm so far. I didn't put that on camera because I didn't think that it was all that important, but we used to have a lot of them. Now we're having them infrequently, which is probably for the best. Zinc looks quite a bit different, and I think that's pretty awesome too. We'll be home here shortly, and I'll show you the things that we did to upgrade things when I was playing on my other computer. Alright, we're just now getting home. I did build a couple of chests. I did make this one. We can go ahead and build some more chests too. So most of them are actually completely full. Let's go ahead and cook up a whole bunch more of these alien bits. How many do we have? It's like we have 8. And we got our little buddy here. We are crouched, so that's good. He didn't see us. The crouching thing actually works, and that's good. That's the part that I like the most. Okay, let's drink this water. Let's get out those guys. So, one of the things we needed to do is we needed to actually upgrade the low heat furnace, or the low heat upgrade, so we can make crab meat. We needed to find brass. We have the tin, so now we can make the brass, and we need 1 piece of aluminum. So let's go back to crafting, and for aluminum, if you use scrap metal, you can make a piece of aluminum, and I think that's pretty awesome. Now for the brass, we need 1 piece of copper and 1 zinc, and I do know we have that somewhere around. But more importantly, I wanted to come over to this workbench, and when I made it, I wasn't paying any attention. I was just pressing F to use, and you know, that was perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Boy howdy, tell you what, that's awfully scary when you're looking at crab monsters in the crab monster's eyes. Okay, come over here and let's press G. So you repair object, let's take that, let's put that in there, repair amount, and repair. So now we have that. Not only that, but if we get back out of here and go F, then we can go into our workbench and we can actually make a chisel from dimalloy and a pipe. Not only that, but if we get our diamond out that we have, you know what we can do? We can make a diamond chisel, which is good. Diamond chip chisel that can chip away at the hardest of stuff. I'm sure it says hardness of 10. So diamond is 10, so that means we can actually begin getting stuff from there. Let's dump quite a bit of stuff in our chests over here after we make sure he's not gonna, you know, bother us or anything, or so we hope. And I believe he just saw us. on, bud.
Vitals dropping.
Let's play a little game of catch, huh? You catch my blade. Come in here, F1. Let's go and heal up real quick. We'll use one of those, and we'll use one of those. Not doing too bad. I guess we could maybe use a little bit another one of those.
Vitals stabilized.
Okay. Goodbye. Alright. So now we're not doing too terribly bad again. We did get that guy done. And we actually survived for the most part. So now you know how to repair stuff in your chest. You just need to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And I was not doing the right thing, and I didn't realize that was there. So just remember to go up to G and use that. I want to see if we can put a few more things away. So let me work on that, and I'll be right back. This is what the new uranium looks like. It doesn't have that super green glow that it did before. Here's some more of that uranium, which you probably need to put down in the bottom chest. Here's our copper, so we need to get that out. And bug parts and more cobalt. We had some cobalt on us, didn't we? Where did we put that? There it is. So now we have that, and let's just go and put that back there with that. Where did that go? Didn't realize stuff was still quite so scattered. I was hoping it wasn't, but it is. Now you know how to... What? Wonder if that got destroyed by those crab monster or something. Doggone it. It's like we're gonna have to probably build another chest and put that in there. Here's that lithium. I thought that was zinc. There's some more of that. I'm just going to put that in there, try to get our weight down some more. So apparently one of the chests did get severely damaged. Maybe we can build another one and see if we can get that repaired. There's molybdenum, and there's all that dirt, which I really don't know still what we do with. And of course a power cell, brass. We have a lot of stuff on us. We just need to figure out how we're going to get stuff put away. So let's start working on that. But first I want to build up one more of these guys. Almost lets us do it. I think we may have to end up transferring stuff and take those chests out. Okay, F. Luckily, it always build them the right way, so that's always a good thing. You don't have to worry about that. And we might just go ahead and see about rebuilding those chests the right way. That would be very interesting to do. So you can see a bunch of the ores did change, and that's very interesting. So now we know all about that. Propellant tanks. And we can do so much more with a lot of this stuff. Let's work on getting this done so we can make up that crab meat. So I'm going to see what we need for that. We have brass. Okay, cool. Low heat upgrade. So all we need is that brass, one aluminum, and we have the gold. And I think the brass was right here. One aluminum. And now let's go see about making this upgrade. And that is going to be right there. So let's go ahead and take out this. And let's build this upgrade. Sweet. So now we got that. Now what we can do, hopefully, is find out wherever the heck that crab meat is. We'll take out that. And we'll take out that. F. Now we okay. Grilled alien meat. So, what does that take? Alien tissue. I thought we can make the crab meat, but it's not showing in here for some reason. And I don't understand why. All the upgrades are done. Well, it was letting us do the crab meat. Maybe we have to build the forge to be able to get that going. If we do, I guess we do. Apparently, we're not going to be able to make that because we don't have any more of that. And these alien bits. So that is health bonus of 5, nutrition 34, and this only does nutrition bonus of 8. So I still don't know where we cook up the crab meat. Apparently that's still... Well, I got taken back out or changed or something from here. Darn it, I was hoping that would have worked. Well, that's okay. Alright, let's work on... Let me see, we have every upgrade there. Let's go back to F2. Utilities and the forge. We have fuel cell. We can make brass. Actually, the bronze is the only thing that I don't know if we can make right now. So let's go see. Okay, we have tin, copper, and magnesium. I think we have magnesium. Let's see if we can make the forge, and then we'll probably have to call this an episode. But first, we got to go and do that. While taking apart these chests and getting these guys back to where they should be normally, I did run across a little bit of this alien meat. So let's come back over here, and the grilled alien meat, let's just go ahead. Ooh, look, it takes 3 of them to make the good stuff, whereas here it only takes 1. But let's just go and do that. I think that's going to be for the best, and then we can just go and cook up all of that. Now this is going to be really good for us. It's going to be a lot better than what we have been using. Still working on the things to make the forge. We need another brass, so we need copper and zinc. So let's get out some zinc and some copper, and let's make a brass. F2. Utilities, forge, we need 1 brass, and looks like we have everything else, I do believe, in the chest somewhere. Maybe not the mercury, but I think we do. So let's go and make a brass. Okay. Oops. Nope, thank you. Okay, got that. Now, F2, we need some... I wonder if we can pin this guy somehow. I just don't remember how we do that. Okay. 1 circuit board, fuel cell, 2 sulfur. So I'm thinking somewhere in the process of that second chest right there being destroyed that I rebuilt, that's where our circuit boards and mercury and a lot of that other stuff was. And since that is gone with whatever happened, I guess we will have to see if there is a way for us to make that in another place. I'm just unsure about how we're going to do that because we don't have the resources that we need to be able to do that effectively. That is going to be a huge problem. He doesn't seem to see us, which is good. So let's sneak back on our bench. And I wonder if we can perhaps make that stuff over here. So we don't have any, we do have a little bit of wire on us right now, but I don't know if we can, okay, we can make that. Do we have a broken circuit board? We can make that, okay. We still need a wire though, that's going to be a problem. And without things to be able to do that, we're going to be hurting real bad. We can make the tool station upgrade, but let's work on doing one other thing that we're going to need anyway. And I think we lost our diamond too, thinking about it. I got it. Because it looks like all those things that we had were in that one chest, of course, that got destroyed. Guess you know what that means. Lots of rebuilding and lots of trying to figure out where everything is and how we're going to find everything and all of that. So we'll just put stuff away, go into a mine again, and see if we can perhaps figure out a way to get some stuff back. We're definitely going to have things to break down to do that. Oh, looks like we gotta repair this guy too, huh? Oh, yeah, it's not repairing it. Oh, I guess it is, just barely. Okay, a little bit at a time. That should now be at full health. It looks like all of these guys are fine. Let's just... Oh, wait, what's that? This guy's down a little bit too. How do you like that? You would have let this guy get all the way down. He might have been broken too. Apparently, somehow in the fighting, things got somehow broken a little bit. So remember that you do watch this stuff quite closely because you never know. Alright, this is Osiris New Dawn. Thank you for joining me here. We finally figured out how to repair stuff in here. Apparently we lost stuff when our chest got broken, and we cannot cook the crab meat in there. I think we have to build a forge to do so, and we're just going to go out looking for some more stuff. But you got to see how the new ores look. You got to see new creatures and new ways of doing things, and hear about the updates that have been out, and we will continue exploring and doing more things. And maybe we should think about definitely building a rock wall to protect ourselves here so we don't have the same thing happen, because I think we lost all of our rocks too. Not that that's big of a deal, but it is kind of, it hurts a little bit. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and do something that we probably should do anyway. And let's just repair all of our stuff that we need to repair so that way everything is good. And how do you like that? Now we don't have to carry around 65 of everything. And that is going to help us out quite a bit. Nice. So now we have extra stuff. Alright. This has been a fun adventure. A little bit of a heartbreaking adventure with our chest being destroyed. But it does happen, and I know that stuff will happen. So I guess that we will talk to you next time. You have a good day, and hope you enjoyed the episode. Give it a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Tell your friends about my channel, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.